Hello everybody, my name's Heather Musgrove. I am a practicing naturopath, nutritionist, herbalist, functional medicine practitioner and an ex-nurse and midwife practicing Mildura. So today this little chat is about one of the weight loss programs that we offer at Live Well in Mildura, and this is about our online Shake It program. So this is a program that if you decide this is for you, that you will do yourself at home, so it can be accessed by people from anywhere at all. There is a considerable kit that comes with this program, including supplements, shakes, shakers, recipes, journals, etc. So all of that will either be collected by you or mailed out to you, depending on what your circumstances are. But what I wanted to explain today was just how the program works and the science behind it. So this is a science-based program. It's actually run or put out by the Metagenics company in Australia, which is Australia's biggest natural medicine company, and it is a practitioner program. So what's unique about this program, I believe, is that they merge all the up-and-coming research about why we gain weight. And one of the things is that, and this is something the food industries know really, really well, is when you combine sugar and carbohydrates together and you get that sweet point, it becomes highly addictive. And we know that sugar is about 9 times more addictive than cocaine. So the food industry know how to make the Tim Tam biscuits or whatever it is that we love really addictive. So in this program you have the option to do a ketogenic option or a low fat option, and the idea is that when you remove part of that trio that makes food so desirable, it becomes less desirable. So there's not that temptation to go back for more and more. But this program uses real food. So basically what happens is you choose whether you'd like to do a ketogenic diet or a low-fat diet, and there is more information once you've signed up for the program that will help you with those decisions. But basically, if you're someone who has trouble losing weight on a low carbohydrate diet, you might decide to go full keto, or if you're someone who's tried keto before and hasn't been successful, you might just decide to do the low-fat program. So you decide which program and then you stick with that, and all of the infrastructure that will be sent out to you will be supporting whichever program you elected to go on. So there is no merging of the two. But a lot of the core intellectual property of the programs is interchangeable. So we'll start with that. So firstly, the program is supported by a weight loss probiotic. So you take one of these every day, and that helps your microbiome be more like those skinny people that eat whatever they like and never gain weight, those ones we all don't like. So we know from research that those people have different flora in their microbiome. So by adding one of these capsules every day, in the clinical research, it equates to eating around 300 calories less a day. So that's great. We can take a probiotic every day, which is good for our gut health, but actually helps with our metabolism. So that comes as part of your kit. We also use science to validate or check that you are burning fat. And this, again, you do at home. And we do this with little keto sticks. So these little urine sticks you start using about 5 days into the program. And you just wee on the end of the stick in the morning. And if there's ketones present there and the bottle tells you what's positive and what's not, then that's evidence that you were burning fat for energy the day before. So you're able to actually check every day how the program's working for you. You get a journal. Now that's really important. This is a 6-week journal. And again, evidence shows that self-monitoring is one of the most effective things that we can do for maintaining our weight. So the journal goes through not just what you eat, but your water, your sleep, how your stress levels were, anything that you want to reflect on, and you do your weighing every couple of days and fill all of that in. And it also has exercise programs and lots of information on both the options there. It is, as the name alludes, there is a shake involved, and it is 1 meal replacement per day. So there's 2 normal meals with normal food that you can select from your food list depending on which program. But again, there's some evidence to support that one meal replacement is effective in weight loss. So we have a variety of protein shakes that we use for this program, but I would have to say that categorically 99% of people will go for this collagen, and that's 2 bags of that is included in your program. So the collagen, I think, gives you amazing bang for your buck, because not only do you get a protein powder which gives you satiety and stops you feeling hungry, but you get the massive advantages to hair, skin and nails and joints. So people can come back after 1 bag of this and say they can see a difference in their skin. So for me, I can't see why you would take a protein supplement that you weren't getting multiple benefits from. So I highly recommend the collagen, but there is vegan options available as well. So your program's supported by 1 shake, and you also get in your kit some really delicious protein keto bars. So these are got real chocolate on them. They taste fantastic. There's multiple flavors. And these are used as your snack so that you're having a high protein, low calorie snack. So they're really nice. And you get a shaker so that you can mix up your smoothie or your shake each day. And you get recipe books that'll come digitally. And the recipes are really quite great. There is a hard copy that's actually been superseded by digital, but you get all of these great recipes, and it tells you how many serves. So it has both the ketogenic and the low fat option. So that's sort of what it looks like. It's 2 real meals a day and 1 meal replacement, which most people tend to have for breakfast. It's self-monitoring with testing your urine daily to make sure you are burning fat. It is self-monitoring through a journal and through also improving your results of taking a weight loss probiotic. Now the program runs for 8 weeks. But how it runs long term is, because obviously some people won't have achieved their weight loss goal in 8 weeks. But what we know now is that there's a part in the middle of our brain, in our amygdala, that thinks it knows what's the perfect weight for us, and that's called a set point. Now the problem with set point is every time we lose weight, our body tries to override that and it increases our set point. And so this is a little example graphically of that. So every time you lose weight, your brain says, oh my God, you're starving to death. So it makes you more hungry and slows your metabolism. You put on the weight and then you put on a little bit extra. So obviously we don't want that. So to counteract this phenomenon that they've discovered with us humans, what we do is we do 6 weeks intensive on this program. Then you have a 2-week, what we call a pulse. Now in that 2 weeks, you're not expected to gain weight, but you don't need to lose either. And in that 2 weeks, you eat how you would normally eat within portion controlled, and that allows the brain to accept that new weight. So say if over the 6 weeks you lost 5 kilos, you want your brain not to counteract you and try and put that weight back on. So you just plateau for 2 weeks. And then if you have more weight to lose, you go back on the program for 2 weeks, off for 2, on for 2, off for 2, on for 2, off for 2. Now the clients of mine that have done this have found that very, very sustainable long term, because they're able to work their social functions around their pulse weeks. So, I've got a big wedding coming up, that will be in your pulse. Then I'm going to put my foot on the pedal again for 2 weeks, and then I've got another social function. So it does work well with our lifestyle. So in my experience of Shake It, so I've been offering this program for several years now. I actually did a little study back, and I think it was the start of 2020, where we had 14 people on the program and we all started at once, and half did the low fat option and half did the ketogenic option. Now the interesting thing is that they lost the same amount of weight. There was no difference. There wasn't any more success in either program. So you can choose whichever one resonates with you. And the average weight loss over that 6 weeks, and these were people that were not seen in clinic, was an average of 5.92 kilos. So that's pretty desirable over a 6 to 8 week period, because that for a lot of people is, you know, around that 5% of their body. So if that sounds like you time poor, but you want a professional weight loss program, you want a program that's given proven results, that uses real food, that's easy to follow. There's lots of podcasts and newsletters and all of that's included in the program. That'll all turn up automatically once you join. Then this is a great way to do it. So it's called Shake It Online at Live Well, and there'll be a link below this video where you can register. And then we wish you all the success, because unfortunately 2/3 of us are in the overweight or obese category. So we should never give up trying to rein our BMIs in, because there is long-term severe impacts to being overweight. So it's not just that we don't feel comfortable at the beach, it's that all that chronic disease that goes with it. And neuroscience tells us that when we're trying to give up an addictive behavior, it's often the 6th to 7th really serious attempt that we have that's successful. So wishing you all the success, and I hope some of you join us on the online Shake It program. Now, if after all this you think, no, I need professional support around this, we do also have an online, a Shake It program in clinic that involves a practitioner visit every single week. So you'll see all that on our website, but this is about the online option. So I hope it suits some of you. Thank you.